This is Tom Fox. I'd like to welcome you to the newest addition to the Compliance Podcast Network, the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where you bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
In compliance, the value of anonymous reporting is undeniable. But with Ethico, anonymity doesn't mean a loss of connection. Our blinded, two-way communication fosters an environment of trust and confidentiality, encouraging open and honest dialogue. It's not just about receiving reports. It's about understanding the story behind each one, creating a culture of integrity and respect. Transform your approach to anonymous reporting with Ethico. Begin your journey at ethico.com/CPN, where you can book a demo, access an exclusive white paper by Tom Fox titled The ROI of Compliance, and utilize our free ROI calculator.
Today we conclude a short two-part episode on getting culture right by reviewing steps 6 through 10 after having reviewed 1 through 5 yesterday. Number 6, benefits. Employees' assessment of all employer-provided benefits. While initially this may not seem like a compliance issue when you look at the DOJ mandate for corporate compliance to be the bearer of institutional justice and institutional fairness, you begin to see the connection. Perhaps most interesting is that benefits are more than twice as important as compensation. Benefits are important for all employees, but the benefits matter the most depend on the employee jobs. Health insurance and benefits are a predictor of corporate culture rating for frontline workers, while retirement benefits matter more for white-collar employees. Number 7, perks. This is the employee's assessment of workplace amenities and perks. This finding once again calls the CCO around institutional fairness and ties to the importance of talent attraction, acquisition, and retention. Perhaps the most interesting thing for compliance is, among perks, company-organized social events are a particularly strong indicator of corporate culture. This certainly provides insight about ongoing communications in the post-pandemic world. Number 8, learning and development. This looks at employees' assessments of opportunities for formal and informal learning. The employee portends well for compliance in terms of both formal and informal compliance training and messaging. Number 9, job security. Perceived job security, including the fear of layoffs, offshoring, and automation. Most corporate compliance functions do not consider job security as a part of a corporate culture. However, job insecurity weighs heavily on employees' minds when they assess corporate culture. The larger percentage of employees who talk about layoffs, outsourcing, or the possibility of getting fired, well, the lower your company's going to rank on culture. And then reorganizations, acquisitions, and the like. How employees review reorganizations, including frequency and quality. Virtually no one has anything good to say about reorganizations. The fewer people who mention reorganizations, the higher a company's culture score. You might associate the mention of reorganizations with layoffs and job instability, and the data reveals employees' concerns with both of those issues. I hope you've enjoyed this special two-part series on getting culture right, and I hope you will join me again tomorrow. As you know, this month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, including this podcast, is Ethico. Have you ever wondered about the ROI of your compliance program or had concerns with presenting budget proposals to your CFO? Well, I partnered with Ethico to write a white paper on the ROI of compliance and how you can think through compliance as an investment strategy. Ethico has put together a ROI calculator for you. Check them out on the website. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.